Hello and welcome to my studio. My name is Ido Agassi, and today I want to show you a very nice solution to house single sheets of paper. This is something between a slipcase and a pocket. I don't have the slightest idea how it is called, so if you do, write me in the comments. It is very simple to make, but you can make it more advanced and complex as you go. So with an idea in mind, let's bind. I will start with folding a strip of cloth. I'm going to fold it good side to good side. This strip is 4 centimeters wide, and I'll show you how to calculate the length. Take my bond folder and fold it completely. Now I'm going to fold this also in half. Flip it over and fold the other side. Okay, so this is the first stage, just folding good side to good side and then folding it back. So actually I have 2 centimeters that is going to be open and 1 centimeter that is going to be connected on each side of the board. I'll bring my board because I want to show you how to calculate, because you can make it in every size you want. What I'm going to do, I'm going to flatten this up. And I want 2 centimeters from the edge. I'll line it up here on my table, but you can also take something as a guide of 2 centimeters. So this is 2 centimeters, and I'm going to make a fold here. Great. Now I'm going to take the side. So this is one from the fold. Move it here. So this is the bottom side, and this is another side. I'll bring my weight and fold this one. And I'm going to cut the extra. This is a 2 centimeter ruler. So now I have the exact measurements for everything. Let me mark the fold here and fold this one. And I'll take my board and fold this one. This is my mark. Let me see, everything fits nicely. Great. Again, you can make it any size you like, but this is how you measure 2 centimeters from the edge to fold inside, and the side, bottom, and the other side. I'll move on to marking the boards. I want to mark 1 centimeter all around. So this weight is 1 centimeter. So it would allow me straight line. Let's do the other one. Now I would know how much glue to put on the board. I'll take my glue brush and glue up until my marks. If it's not exact, nothing would happen because we're going to cover the front, but just for an indicator, of how much we need. Now, because I want to glue it, I need to lift it a bit. I'll bring 2 weights. This is 3 centimeters, but you can, for instance, take a block of wood or something. Let me put this one so it won't move. And I'm going to start from the bottom, bring it to my previous folds. I'm trying not to connect the edge here. I'm going to fold one side and just squeeze it a bit to give me a nice triangle here. To do it to the other side. Bring my bone folder and connect everything but the edges, the corners here. I want to make sure that they are touching one another. Now I'm going to take my scissors, and this is important not to cut from the beginning exactly, but leave a bit of material at the corner. Now I'm going to lift this, take my bone folder and go inside the corner, and then fold the other side on it. Okay, that is why we didn't cut up until the end. Nice, so we have one side. Let me move the weights aside and flip it over. And now, because this is 2 centimeters, what I'm going to do is take 2 weights of 2 centimeters. You can also use a blank couple of boards just to make the same thickness as you are going to do the inside of your pocket, or whatever we are going to call this. I'll check everything is okay here. Okay, let me glue it. I'll bring another weight just to make sure I'll bring 2 weights to see that everything is aligned here. Looks good. And I'm going to fold first the bottom. I can feel the weights are lifting it just a bit more than what I wanted as the fold. I hope it would be okay. And if not, next time would be better. Fold this side. And I'm going to make this triangle here. I'll move this also. Connect this triangle. You can see that this side is shorter than the other side, so what I didn't take into consideration is the thickness of the boards, but I hope it would be okay. It's much more easy when you put the weights inside and make it 2 centimeters. I should have made it 4.6. Let me cut the triangles, one here and one here. I would lift one side, take in the corner, and then connect the side. Tuck it in and close this one. I'll take the weights out. And now what I'm going to do is glue the side here, and I'm going to fold it inside, making sure I have a straight line. Let's do the other side. Now I'm going to squeeze it to its place. So make the bottom side fold first. So what I'm going to do is take my bone folder and just insert the sides here and just push the material towards the top side. Okay, and then I would know that the bottom side is folding first. See how I'm pushing it inside, making sure the bottom side is completely folded and the sides are going separately inside. Let me squeeze it a bit. Great. Opens nicely and folds nicely. So the first stage is finished. Now you have so many options. The first option is just to take a bare piece of board, connect to it, and you have, let's do it to both sides, and then you have yourself a nice folder. It is something like this. Okay, you can add between the boards a piece of string, and then you can pull out the material. This is beautifully done. You can also draw on it, and this is a nice solution. What you can also do is cover with material that is bigger, and then you can fold the edge inside. You can also add closing elements. This is a more complex, but this is the same idea. I just close it with a magnet. Okay, maybe I'll make a video about this one because it is made out of one big layer that connected, it becomes two parts, and you see this tin that is cut. This is what you see here, and it allows the magnet to be in different locations depending how many things you put inside. Because I want this video to be quite simple, what I'm going to do is cut a piece of cloth and put on the front and back side, and then bring a piece of cloth just to glue all around with a hint of the underneath cloth. So I'll move this aside. I'll take this piece of cloth and let me measure. I need 18.7. I'll cut it in half. And now I'm going to fold it in half. Now this is important for me to say. I'm using regular bookbinding board. If you are going to put original works of art, I would consider using an acid-free board. There is a museum board that is acid-free, and that would protect your artwork. You can also wrap your original work with the paper and then insert, and that will also protect your work. Let me see that it fits. Fits nicely. Trying to figure out if I want to give it an angle. Yes, I would. I'll take my triangular ruler and cut an angle on both sides. I'll bring a piece of waste paper put it under the table. Now, and fold it inside. At this stage, on the other side, you can make the lid, but again, I'm going to make it very simple. You can put it like this. See that it's straight. There are always varieties of how to connect and how to do things, and I like to show you different kinds. So now I glue the front side that I see it's okay, and I'm folding it inside. All we have left to do is connect the front and back. I'm going to do it 13 on 18.3. Let me see if I like it. Yep. I'll bring a piece of waste paper. And what I'm going to do is glue the entire board up until the cloth. And here I'm going to glue only the edges, because I always aim to glue the thicker material first. Now the tricky part. Again, if I want to make a lid to fold on it, then I would work with the lid on the other side and then cover this piece. But I'm going to cover it just as is. And again, I'm gluing the thicker material first. And I'm going to glue only the edges. Take the waste paper out. Bring it. See everything all around is as I want it to be. It is straight line. Looks okay. And this is it. Very nice solution, very simple. I'll bring a pile of drawings and try them inside. I love the solution. It's flexible and it's easy to carry around, and it would protect your papers. Again, you can make it much more complex with a lid and maybe close it with a button or with a magnet. But this is a great project to begin with without a closure. In the future, I would make more advanced things for you, but you can start with this one, a flexible pocket to put papers inside and protect them. Thank you for watching and for being here. Make sure to subscribe if you are interested in things related to letterpress, bookbinding, and box making, and I'll see you in my next video.